Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me on another video. Today is a really good one because we have a haul video that there will be a decluttering video very soon because I really don't want to go overboard on the fragrance collection. I have quite a large collection, and whenever I bring something new, I try to declutter a few, even if it's two, I need to do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up as it helps my channel a lot. And also subscribe. If you've joined us again and you are loving the channel, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button, become a part of the family. And don't forget to leave me a comment down below. I would love to chat with you guys. Let me know what are your new fragrances in your collection. Leave a comment down below and let's go ahead and get into it. So a lot of these fragrances that we have here are definitely niche houses, but I also have one designer house here. So let's start with the designer house. This is the brand new Carolina Herrera Good Girl. So I love the original Carolina Good Girl, and I also love Lingerie. It's just a little bit more fresher. This is Good Girl Supreme. So it is a newer release. I got this maybe less than a week ago. I want to say there was a little presentation done online. We had a virtual event that talked a little bit about the fragrance and the house of Carolina Herrera. And here is that iconic bottle over here. So they never switch up the packaging, just the outer design. And this time we have sparkles going on the stilettos over here. This is a beast of a packaging. I mean, it's dangerous, it's fierce, and she's classy. So right away, when I smelled this one, the main difference that I get is this one is a lot more fruity, and it is the berries in this one that you're going to get in the opening. And even in the dry down, it's more of a sweet, fruity scent. It's less sensual, I want to say, than the original Good Girl. So it's just a little bit more casual, It almost reminds me of La Belle from Jean Paul Gaultier, a little bit of it, but not as sweet as La Belle, but it's kind of treading in those realms. And I do like it, but I want to say that I love the original and Lingerie a lot more than this one over here. But for those of you who love the fruits in your fragrances, especially berries, this would be a really great option. So the next scent that I have here is from Commodity, and this is a brand that I actually wasn't too familiar with. I saw the bottle here and there on Instagram mainly, but I didn't really hear much about the house or even see reviews, to be honest. It wasn't until I saw a video, it was a lifestyle video from a vlogger that I watched, and she presented one of these fragrances, and it was gold. And the way she described it, I was really intrigued to try this one out, and I'm so glad that I did because I actually really love this fragrance a lot. So here is that bottle from Commodity, and this is like your vanilla amber warm type of scent. It really is beautiful. It has this like warm, spicy vibe to it. And just looking at the notes, I have them right in front of me here. The opening is a little bit more fresh. There is bergamot, there's juniper berries in there. Middle, it starts to get gourmandish and warmer. So they have the amber, the benzoin, the vetiver, and then in the base, we have the vanilla, the tonka bean, sandalwood, and musk. And I feel like all of those notes created a really beautiful, super pleasant fragrance to wear. But with this one, you definitely want to spray it on the skin because the opening is totally different than the dry down. The opening is, like I said, very fresh, almost citrusy and bright and airy. But the dry down is a creamy, marshmallowy tone. It's a little sweet and very milky. This gives me very milky vibes. I really enjoy this one. I do know that this is unisex. To me, it leans a little bit more on the feminine side, to be quite honest, but I still enjoy it a lot. Even though it turns a little more sweet, a little bit more creamy and marshmallowy, The freshness of that bergamot is there in the background, which I really like because it breaks all the sweetness up and it's not just overwhelmingly sweet. Oh, it's so good. So I finally dipped my toes into Diptyque and got Eau Dwell. I was looking online and looking at all the different notes and all the different fragrances that they carry. This one was the one that most intrigued me just based on the notes. And then I did watch 2 different reviews and just the description of it really blew me away. There was a particular review that I saw that talked about the differences between the EDT and the EDP, and I prefer to go with the EDT, and I'm so glad that I did because this is one that I am really, really in love with. First of all, I really do like the packaging, just the outer packaging, the box. There's something about it that's very special and very unique. I believe this brand is based out of France. They were a furniture store or decor store. Then they went into scented candles, which I believe they were the first to create scented candles, and then onto fragrances, which they've been really successful at because there has been quite a bit of hype over the Diptyque fragrances. Not only the scents, but the packaging and just the philosophy behind their fragrances really does intrigue me. So here is that bottle. I think they are just stunning. Now this one is the 50 ml. I definitely want to get a 100 ml. I think this is so beautiful and it's very minimalistic still and simple, but something about the design of the bottle really catches my eye. I like that it is the black and white and the shape of it is very elegant and timeless and it's just very, very unique. So Eau Dwell is, you know, my typical warm, spicy vanilla type of scent, but the difference here is not just, oh my God, it's not just a vanilla. It definitely has that green background, similar to what Angelique Noir has. This is in that realm and it just, it's so captivating. It will make you want to smell this all day long. Even though this is an EDT, I find that it lasts beautifully on my skin, and even the sillage in the first hour is really, really great. I just love it. I really, really do love it. So I would say if you enjoy vanillas that are a little bit more unique, that have a bit of this green tone to it, this is it. This is it. It's warm, it's spicy, it's a little incensey almost. There is definitely that sharp greenness in the opening. The vanilla starts to really shine through once it starts to dry down, but that green vibe is still there throughout the entire day. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. There is a little tone of citrus, but it's very mellowed out. It's not in the forefront. The forefront, you're going to get that vanilla right there. You're going to get that greenness right there. And then the citrusy is just there, you know, a little shy, but it does something to the scent to make it absolutely unique. This is definitely one of my favorite vanilla scents. Again, it is very, very in the family of Angelique Noir. So I know that that scent is very hard to find nowadays. If you can't find it, this is a great option. And I believe it's a little bit more affordable than Angelique Noir. And this here, I could definitely see a man pulling this off also. It doesn't lean too feminine whatsoever. On my skin, I can still pick up the very gentle sweetness of like a woman, but I can also really picture a man wearing this and smelling absolutely incredible. This is a scent that you can wear every single day, so perfect as a signature scent. It's not too dark and bold where you can't wear it throughout the day or it's reserved for evening. I think it's one of those all day, all year round type of scents. It's absolutely beautiful. I've quickly fallen in love with this, and I only have a 50 ml bottle. I already want the 100 ml, and I definitely want to play around with the EDP version just to see what the difference is, if it's just the same as this but a little bit heavier or more long lasting. Yeah, so if you have Eau Dwell, let me know in the comment section, and also let me know what are your favorite Diptyque fragrances, because I definitely want to experiment more with this house. The next scent that I really want to try out is Tam Dao. That is starting to call my name, but this was an amazing introduction to the house of Diptyque. So the next one is from Amouage, okay? I am so intrigued by the house of Amouage. There's so many things about that house that really captures my attention and makes me fall in love with the brand even before trying them out. When you look at the presentation, when you even just go on their Instagram and look at the layout and the way they take the pictures of these fragrances, the packaging, the philosophy, the story behind their scents, it's just an incredible house that pays attention to detail, which is what you want with a niche brand. When you are paying top dollars for a scent, you want it to be a complete experience. And for me, Amouage really gives you a 100 package. This was sent to me by the Amouage team. Thank you so much. I was so excited to get a package from Amouage. I felt so special. I still do. And this is Rose Incense. This one here is your... Okay, let's just look at the box first of all. Like, come on, look at this box. Isn't she absolutely stunning? It is very, very sturdy. And just the way they packaged the PR box that I received. If you go on my Instagram, I already have an unboxing and you guys will see how it came packaged. Wow, talk about an experience. So this one here, when you open her up, here is that bottle over here. It's very unique. It's different from what we usually used to for the Amouage bottles. I know they have a couple of different designs, but I had never seen this particular design over here until I received it in the mail right there. And this scent here is your very warm, rosy, spicy type of scent. To me, it is a floral also, and it is quite powdery. I also feel like this is pretty heavy on incense notes. I'm gonna pull up the notes so we can kind of look at them together because I really don't know what the notes are exactly. I know this was created in 2019, so it's still fairly new. The top notes we have ink, which is really unusual. I've never seen a fragrance with ink. That right away told me that this is going to be a very unique scent. Middle notes, we have some suede, rose water, and then the base notes, we have like sandalwood, vanilla, myrrh, and cedar. So when I spray this one, I will be completely honest, I definitely prefer the opening over the dry down. And this is a scent that a little goes a long way. I don't have to overspray whatsoever. Like, the quality is absolutely there. It's a very mature scent to me. It smells very vintage. It is definitely unique because on my skin, it definitely becomes a lot more powdery. And for me, when it becomes a little too powdery, it starts to turn a little too vintage on my skin in particular. Guys, so the next scent that I have to talk about is one that I had been hunting down for months and months and months. It is a scent that is very hard to find here in Canada. I did hear that it is getting discontinued, but then I also heard that it's going to be very limited in terms of where you could purchase this. This is Fève Délicieuse from Dior. This is their private line, and my box is already so dirty because it's down here in my filming room, but I had been wanting to try this fragrance out for the longest time. Is this. So this one over here is the 125 ml. I did get this off of a previous owner. That's why there is a little bit gone, because I could not find it in store. Like, this particular scent, so I snagged this up for a pretty great price point, to be quite honest with you guys. A really great price point. I'm so glad that I have it. Okay, I know you guys want to know. So this one here, I'm always pulling up the notes over here when I look down. This is a sweet vanilla warm scent. It is a little spicy. No, not a little. She is spicy. She is definitely a spicy scent. This has hits of like cacao. It's going to give you warm, cozy vibes by the fireplace. It's a really stunning scent. Now, when we look quickly at these notes, like the base of this fragrance really does have my heart. We have some of the most delicious gourmand notes that I always look for in a gourmand fragrance. We have some tonka beans, some vanilla, cacao pod, caramel, praline, milk, sandalwood, leather, cedar, and benzoin. Like the perfect concoction. So there's a lot going on in this bottle, but the base is like bombarded with a bunch of stunning notes in here. So this fragrance here it is worth the hype. Oh my God, yes. The opening, you're definitely gonna pick up on that sour cherry. It has this very like tardiness to it in the opening. It's very spicy, but at the same time quite fresh when you open this one up. It's in the dry down where you're gonna get the magic of the gourmand touch 100%. And this is like, oh yeah. The mint, that mint is a heavy dose of mint. Like the opening is very different from the dry down. This is definitely a scent that develops on your skin also. So don't get confused with the opening and the dry down. They are definitely different in my opinion. You get very like fresh, soury, kind of bright kind of opening, and then it starts to smooth itself out, and all of the sweet notes and the warmth in the base comes to the forefront. And that's where the magic is created and just makes this stunning fall and winter scent. Oh, the milkiness in this scent is really beautiful, and it is a scent that I cannot overspray because of all of those very deep, dominant type of notes that are in the dry down that are quite sweet and can be a little bit coiling. I can't overspray this scent, or I do get a little nauseated. I'm not gonna lie. This is the type of fragrance that I would say 2 to 3 sprays is more than enough, because the first time I tried it, I did do quite a few sprays and I just felt like it was a bit much. That creaminess with the praline in there and the cacao, it was becoming a little overwhelming. When I toned down the amount of sprays that I did, it was absolutely perfect for me. And I just think this is a stunning, stunning scent. To me, she is quite unique. I don't have anything that dries down to this magnitude, because the smoothness of this fragrance makes it really cozy and inviting, very elegant to wear. And it's a really kind of warm, creamy scent right over here. Oh yeah, it's cozy. It's cozy. I don't see myself wearing this for hot days whatsoever. I think it would just become a little too much. This is definitely a scent that I would probably reserve only for those colder days, because I can see this being a bit too much on the skin for a hot day. But I just think it's beautiful. If you can definitely get your hands on this, I would say go for it. The quality is there. The lasting ability is there. The packaging, to die for. So this very next scent is one that I had also been wanting for a really long time. I heard her pop up in the comments, in reviews, in videos so many times that I was like, okay, I really need to get myself together and try this scent out right now, okay? So this is Killian, Love Don't Be Shy, right over here. If you were on my live, I have been doing lives once a week. I will be going on probably Mondays, and I give you guys my first impressions, just the first dibs on what I think of certain things. We chat about life and all that good stuff. So always come on the lives. I will start to announce them, but I did a first impressions. You guys saw and know exactly how I feel about that if you were on that live. But for you guys who didn't, Here it is. This is Killian Love Don't Be Shy. This is a scent that has been extremely hyped up because this was Rihanna's signature scent. I don't know if it still is. That information was out there on the internet for a really, really long time. This is the EDP and the 50 ml. And I do like the way that it's presented. I like this cardboard box. It's very sturdy. I like the logo and everything like that. The writing, I do really like it. And then when you open her up, this is what you get. So you get this card over here and then the Killian bottle in there, which I think is absolutely stunning. So I find the Killian bottles really, really high quality. You can't deny that this is a high quality bottle. Mine got a little bit of lipstick on there, don't mind me. Even the cap has a little bit of weight to it. The bottle too. I love that this is not a sticker. It's actually a plaque on there. It really does add to the experience of getting one of these bottles over here. Now, let's talk about this scent. When you smell this one over here, I'm just gonna spray it in the cap. Gets me every time. It gets me every time because it's not what I was expecting whatsoever. I don't know. By the way people were talking, I thought this was gonna be a lot more than what it is. To me, this is pure white sugar, cotton candy, caramel. That is what I get from this scent. It is like, it almost has this bubble, the very like sweet, sugary bubblegum type of smell to it. You know, those chunky pink bubblegums that you can get for like $1.50. That's what this smells to me. It is not at all what I was expecting. I was kind of disappointed that it didn't have character. It didn't have depth. It didn't wow me. It didn't transform and develop on the skin. The sillage is very, very like moderate to me, but the lasting ability, I will give it that. This lasts really well. When I really went ahead and tested it out, it's a scent that you don't smell it all the time, but throughout the day, it just kind of hits you in the face like, oh, okay, it's still there. It's still there. So it does last a really long time, especially on your clothes, but even on the skin, it did last me quite a few hours. I would say definitely like over 8 hours. So the lasting ability is there, but it's not like a heavy sillage, but it's definitely there. It's just the scent. The scent is very generic to me. It really wasn't the best introduction to the House of Killian, in my opinion, because this just made me think, wow, this is nothing special. It had no depth and no ground. It had no emotions. It was just pure sugar to me. When I smell this one, that is what I get. I literally get cotton candy, white sugar vibes. Not even like a deep brown sugar. It is white sugar. It's very sweet. Very, very sweet. So yeah, unfortunately, Love Don't Be Shy is very shy. She is not what I was expecting. I thought that, like, when I think of Rihanna, I'm thinking she is a badass woman. She's super confident and just like does what she guts to do. I don't see her wearing something like this. It's so girly. It is very, very girly, but almost to the point that I want to take it to, it's a little juvenile. No offense to anyone who loves this scent, but it does smell quite young. You know what I mean? Like I could see someone in their 18, 19, 20 wearing this. I'm not impressed. I love the packaging. I love the philosophy behind the brand and the presentation, but the actual scent was a bit of a disappointment for me. So guys, that is it for my haul video for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it and saw something new and cool today. I definitely will have another one coming very soon to you guys. So stay tuned for that. As always, don't forget to subscribe before you leave if you haven't already. Turn those post notifications on so that you're notified every single time I upload a new video. And let me know your thoughts in the comments section about all the scents that we talked about. Leave them down below, and I can't wait to chat with you all. And I will see you on the next video. Ciao!